News from Eureka Classics is Red Peony Gambler 1, part of the Valiant Red Peony trilogy set that they have just released. This is from 1968, directed by Kosaku Yamashita. This is a film all about Oryu, the Red Peony, a woman who is almost wandering the countryside looking for her father's killer. Played by Sumiko Fuji. She is a character who can handle herself. In one of the early sequences in this film, you get a phenomenal fight sequence that just makes you think, wow, this is going to set us up to an action-packed adventure. But we don't quite get that. We settle into a Asian melodrama, which, to be honest, if I'm going to pick a melodrama, that's the kind I want, because you know you're going to get some double dealing, some gang world, you're going to get some incredible violence throughout it as well, and that's primarily what you get here. This is nothing that's exceptionally new within the range of Asian films that I have seen, but it's something that's incredibly competent and incredibly fun.
女の小細工で命ば落としたとあっちゃ一家の面目は丸つぶれですばい。
Ken Takakura turns up in this one as well as a character that the Red Peony meets along her travels, someone that helps her in a situation, and will get drawn into the larger story later on. And as this builds the legend of the Red Peony, we kind of go back to how she became that way, what happened to her, what manipulated or changed her life to make her that way, which is her father's gang is almost disbanded because he is murdered by an average street mugger, someone who has left an indelible mark on her life that she will now spend the rest of her life chasing after that, trying to catch the person behind it. There are some gambling sequences within it, but not as many as I expected in this, and it's usually followed by a pretty terrific action set piece as well. Like I said, there is some action throughout the film. There is a great sequence at the start, some minor action throughout the film, but at the end of this one, we are treated to a fantastic set piece where the few battle against the many in a ferocious sword fight, which I thought was absolutely terrific. Red Peony Gambler was an interesting idea. I feel as though this sets out to tell a tale and it tells it, which is strange considering I know there are multiple sequels after this, and where the movie is going to go, or where the movies will lead to in the next installments, are something that really has me kind of curious. I have a good idea that Ken Takakura is not going to be in any more of these, but Sumiko Fuji, or Red Peony, I am wondering to see what adventure she will have next. She feels like a competent character, but it feels as though we've learned all about her past, and the future is full of possibilities for this character. How will she expand her world now? And that's something I'm looking forward to. The world of secondary characters within Red Peony Gambler was interesting as well. The kind of almost criminal political moves played here to wipe out a gang subversively and start or more empower another gang is something that I could really get behind as well. I kind of enjoyed this. And the idea of these vying gangs and how they manipulate each other was really enjoyable and very twisted within the film as well, with one of the families threatening another one in the death of their son because they've set him up to be responsible for something that, well, he shouldn't really have done, but was kind of cajoled into doing. And it just adds another interesting aspect to this film, of many interesting aspects. Red Peony Gambler was, really kind of solid. Nothing spectacularly new, but a really interesting and first movie in this set. Let's dive into the extras on this disc and see what they have to hold. We have the original Japanese mono. We have an audio commentary by Chris Poggiali and the original theatrical trailer for Red Peony Gambler. For Red Peony Gambler 2, we've got the original Japanese mono audio, the audio commentary with Michael Leader and Arn Venema, and the original theatrical trailer. And that is the extras for disc 1. There we have it. Red Peony Gambler 1 was solid. I enjoyed it. The bloodlust fights were terrific. The characters felt as if they were really fleshed out and given some meaty roles. There are some comedic elements in it. There is some terrific action and pretty much ticked all the boxes. Solid movie. I'm really curious as to where the sequel is going to go, and I'll be getting to that soon. If you know anything about these movies or want to tell me a little bit about them, spoiler free, let me know in the comment box below, as well as whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.